Okay, so now the question says construct total cost functions. You have to construct functions for different production ranges using high-low method. In the start of this first part of video, we in terms of x and y denoted fixed cost and variable cost. Now I know that if I am producing less than 35,000 units or my production does not exceed 35,000 units, my fixed cost will be 20,000. So if I actually draw a number line, I know that from 0 units to 35,000 units, my variable cost per unit will be 5 and my fixed cost will be 200,000. If I cross 35,000 units, that is if I produce greater than 35,000 units and my production is less than 75,000 units, because at 75,000 units variable cost per unit is changing. If I'm producing more than 35,000 units, my fixed cost will now be 240,000 and my variable cost per unit will stay the same because it doesn't change till 75,000 units, therefore it will be 5. Third category is if I am producing greater than 75,000 units. If I am producing greater than 75,000 units, my variable cost per unit will be 5.25. However, my fixed cost has already increased and it will remain at 240,000. It will not increase further. So basically there will be three different equations. The first equation, number 1, which will apply to first range, which is 0 to 35,000 units, will be total cost is equals to 200,000. 200,000 is my fixed cost and variable cost of 5. These will be my three equations. If I am producing 0 to 35,000 units, my equation will be total cost is equals to 200,000 plus 5a, where 200,000 is fixed cost, 5 is variable cost per unit, and a is number of units. My second equation will be 240,000 plus 5a, where 240,000 is fixed cost and 5 is variable cost per unit, whereas a is number of units. This will apply when I am producing more than 35,000 units but less than 75,000 units. And my third last equation or function will apply when I am producing more than 75,000 units, and it will be total cost is equals to 240,000 plus 5.25 a, where a is the number of units, 240,000 is fixed cost and 5.25 is variable cost per unit. So now the second part. Second part says determine the most feasible option if AKL can sell 25,000, 55,000 or 80,000 units at 2017 and 13 respectively. 2017 and 13 are selling prices and we have to find the most feasible option. Most feasible option is most profitable option. Now if I am selling 25,000 units, the applicable cost function is 1 as we have formed above. My fixed cost will be 200,000 and my variable cost per unit will be 5. So if I produce 25,000 units, my profit will be sales revenue. Sales revenue will be 25,000 into 20, which is number of units sold into selling price minus the total cost. Total cost will be 200,000, which is my fixed cost, plus 5 into 25,000. 5 is my variable cost per unit and 25,000 a number of units. So 25,000 into 5 is 125,000 plus 200,000 makes it 325,000 and sales revenue is 25,000 into 20 minus answer gives us profit of 175,000. If I produce 55,000 units, 55,000 units is between 35 and 75,000. The applicable cost function will be the second one. My sales revenue will be 55,000 units are being sold at 17, the selling price, minus entire cost is 240,000 fixed cost, and subtracting the variable cost, which is 5 into 55,000. If we compute profit at 55,000 level of activity, 55,000 into 5 is 275,000. Adding 240,000 for fixed cost is 515,000. 55,000 into 17 for sales revenue minus 515,000 gives us 420,000. Likewise, in third option, if I am producing 80,000 units, my sales revenue will be 80,000 multiplied by 13 minus the cost function applicable here will be the third one, since the number of units are more than 75,000. So my cost will be 240,000 plus 5.25 into 80,000, and my profit over here can be computed. 5.25 into 80,000 is 420,000. Adding 240,000 for fixed cost, 80,000 into 13 minus 660,000 for cost gives us 380,000. So we can see that from all three computations, our profit is highest if we are selling 55,000 units. It is 420,000 highest, and therefore the most feasible option is to sell 55,000 units and earn a profit of 420,000, the most feasible option for the company. Thank you for watching the video. I have actually skipped many steps in applying high-low method, assuming that you all have attended the classes, and these videos are to assist you in revising the past papers which were also solved in class. Thank you.